Morning guys, Julie here. It is about 6 a.m. I'm here in Mexico on the Lisa Nichols retreat, and I am doing these daily kind of update videos, really, not necessarily about the retreat but around my lessons from them or from it. Yesterday was a tough day. It was we were deep into sorting out our stuff, and that's what you do personal development for, is just kind of sort out your shit, really. And Lisa introduced kind of a concept that I think everybody in the room could relate to. And, just for context, really, the people in the room are some phenomenal people, and actually what's interesting in it is it's not about the accolades, it's not about what people do for a living. The conversation doesn't even start with that. So often you don't know what somebody does until a couple of days in, because it's not the thing. We're all here to develop ourselves and to work through the blockages that we have. And you can be running the most successful business in the world and still have trust issues or issues with delegating or taking time off or whatever it might be. And Lisa introduced this concept that was all about kind of those moments where you go inside your head, and you do it in different ways. She calls it going inside your cave, and sometimes we do that physically. We shut ourselves off from the world and we just sit on the sofa and watch Netflix. Sometimes we do it when we're out socially. Sometimes we do it like in the training room or at work, where we literally are no longer present and we are just all up here, with self-limiting beliefs and just not in the moment anymore, and just disconnecting yourself from what is really going on, and I think most importantly disconnecting yourself with other people. And I do that a lot, and it feels weird kind of admitting that, and often we do that because we feel like nobody will understand. So rather than express how I'm feeling, I'll just run off and be by myself for a bit and work it through by myself. And that sense of loneliness, of having no one to talk stuff through with, can be tough. It can be really hard. And actually last night, it's interesting when you work with a group of people that 2 days ago were absolute strangers, didn't know anyone here. The work that we're doing here gets people to open up really quickly, where everyone is kind of going through the same stuff. So there's this kind of understanding and no judgment, and people get to their kind of truth a lot easier in these environments, and we have conversations with each other that we perhaps wouldn't have with our closest friends and family. And I think one of the other things is that we start to talk the same language, which helps us to get to the root of the problem much quicker. And there was just a really funny incident last night. So last night was our kind of big group dinner, and we went to this beautiful outdoor restaurant. All of the food is grown on that plot, on that on the land surrounding the restaurant. Just really high standard food. Couple of glasses of wine, and it was just a beautiful night. And we got minibuses there, and on the way back our minibus was like the party bus, and we was playing music and just having a bit of a laugh, really. And a couple of people were like, right, where's the after party? And this retreat is so kind of mellow. There's no you're not allowed to use technology, really, and there's no TVs and there's no music playing. It's all about getting back to nature and silence and just peacefulness. So people are like, oh, I don't know if an after party is the thing. And there are a number of different pools and hot tubs around the ranch. So there's one, not too far from here, about a 5-minute walk from where my villa is. And so a lot of us ended up going to the pool and hot tub and just chatting really and having a bit of a laugh. And I'd been there about half an hour, I was talking to a few people. And then, I don't know, I just went inside my own head, and I don't know what I was thinking about, but I was clearly disconnected from what else was going on in the group. And apparently there was a lady who I have actually met. I met her at a conference in San Diego 18 months ago. And apparently she was calling my name. She was saying, Julie, Julie, trying to get my attention to start a conversation. And she was sitting next to a girl that I'd been working with during the day. And they both came across to me and they said, what's going on? You know, you've gone inside your cave. And I was like, God, yeah, I have. That's exactly what I've done. You know, and I was completely disconnected from what else was going on. I couldn't even hear my name being called. And I'd gone down some little rabbit hole in my mind of, you know, insecurities and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. And being snapped out of it and knowing that there were people that noticed that was really important. And I think on the way back here last night, it was probably, I don't know, about 11:30 or something, it wasn't really late. I was thinking, yeah, you know, sometimes I don't give people the opportunity to notice when I go in my cave, you know, because I live by myself and, you know, a lot of my work is online. So yeah, it was a kind of an interesting day really, and sometimes we learn these concepts and it's only when we see them happen in real life that we're able to process them and think, yeah, okay, so sometimes I do go into my cave. What do I need to do to ensure that I don't go in there too often or I don't stay there? And how do I open my life up to other people? Because you're never, I think as a leader and as a business leader, you're never going to ask people. You're never going to ask people to come into your cave and get you out. So you need to kind of build a network of people that are going to notice when you disappear and are going to notice when you're not showing up in the normal way that you would. And I think that is where having business buddies, you know, having a tribe around you, building a tribe of, you know, people that have your back, that have no vested interest in your business per se, but understand the complexities of running a business and all of the stuff that comes with that, and that are willing to be that kind of safe space, that safe person that's going to kind of just call you out on your shit. So that's my lesson for today really. I don't know if I slept better last night, but I slept through till 5, which feels a lot better. And I'm going to go to sunrise yoga this morning, so that will be good. So tune back in tomorrow for some more lessons from Mexico.